2025 is about to end, and I believe that you still haven't done the things that you said you are going to do 7 months ago. The January resolution. And we literally only have 5 months left before the year ends. But then the good news is you don't have to panic about it, because listen, although we have 5 months left, there's still time. There's still time for you to, pivot and just shift your entire perspective and life if you lock in, like if you just take this 5 months seriously, because trust me, you can do a lot of things within just 5 months. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through how you and I are going to make the most out of this 5 months, so that by the end of the year, we have ticked off a lot of things from our list. We have seen changes within ourselves. So if you are interested, just stick around till the end of the video, and I promise you, these things that you're about to learn will literally going to help you change a lot of things, like basically also help me change a lot of things, because you and I, we're in the same boat. We are doing this together. So just stick around with me and let's get into it. Hi everyone, I am Elizabeth Joyce, and if you're all about mindset, growth, productivity, tech, this is what this channel is all about. So if this is your vibe, please do subscribe to my channel and become part of the family, so that every time I post, you just get a notification that I've uploaded a new video about any of the topics that I've just mentioned. So the first thing that you need to do is you have to start with clarity. Set at least 1 to 3 goals that you know that you are capable of achieving within this 5 months. The reason why I say this is that the fewer the goals, the more you can put your focus in, because it also doesn't make sense that you have like 7 to 10 goals, and then you want to achieve all those goals within this 5 months. Definitely you are going to feel overwhelmed by this, because at the end of the day, although I say that you still have time, you don't have like time as in 12 months. You just have a limited amount of time, because let's be realistic, it's better to have fewer goals and double down on that focus, instead of having like a lot of goals and try to put your focus everywhere. Because truthfully speaking, too many goals within this limited time will just give you anxiety, and you feel like your focus is just everywhere. So so rather have fewer goals that you know that you will be able to achieve in this limited space and the end of this 5 months. And also the other thing is that you have to be specific on what goals it is that you want to achieve. You cannot just have a vague goal and expect that it's going to happen at the end of the day, because it's like you have to attach a strong why to that specific goal. For instance, you cannot just say I want to go to the gym. Like, why do you want to go to the gym? You have to say something along the lines of, I want to go to the gym to improve my mental health and build my body strength. I mean, that's more realistic than just saying I want to go to the gym. Because also your why attached to that goal will create that emotional fuel to like help you push through the difficult times where you feel like you can't do it anymore. But then because of your why, you'll be like, my why is way stronger than what I'm facing right now. And in fact, science also says that if you emotionally attach to your goal, your brain then releases something called dopamine, which will be making you to stick more likely to the which will be making you to stick more likely to your goal. But then I'm also not saying that by emotionally attaching to your goal in such a way that you are overly obsessing about it. At the end of the day, you still have to detach from those goals, which is topic for another video. If you guys want to learn more about detachment, let me know in the comment sections. And I also hope that these goals that you are setting, you are not setting them based off of what someone else wants you to do within this month. It should come from you, what you want to do, because it is your life. because it is your life and it's not their life. At the end of the day, the key takeaway is that if you if you are more clear on what it is that you want to achieve within this 5 months, it's going to be a lot more easier for you to have that motivation and discipline, keep pushing throughout, even if there are days where you are like you just don't want to do the specific thing, because at the end of the day it is about you. So the second thing on the list that you have to do is to plan on how you are going to reach those goals. Because just setting goals and wishing is not going to, it's just not going to work. Just setting goals and then wishing that they come through, it is not going to work. You definitely need a plan on how you are going to execute those goals. You have to structure your days or your week in such a way that you are able to incorporate those goals within the given days and try to execute them, because at the end of the day you still have to take actions on those goals. It's not just a thing of like writing them down and then wishing that they come through. No. And also the other thing is that if you just float throughout the day without planning, you will end up wasting more time, which will also leave you feeling so exhausted and unfulfilled. At the end of the day, you just have to plan. That's the key. You have to plan on how you're going to execute those goals. You might as well use tools like Google Calendar or apps that have to-do lists that can help you color coordinate, because color coordinating is also important to your brain, because it's color coordinating you will be able to see how you spend your time, where is your focus, and block out time for specific activities at a specific time. And also the thing is that when you plan ahead, when you plan your day ahead, basically what you're doing is just taking control of your life at the end of the day. And it's like you also now know where most of your focus lies. So the third thing that you need to do is to track your progress. You can't grow if you don't know what's working. At least every week or month you have to ask yourself what worked, what didn't work, and how can you adjust and improve by looking at your progress. So basically the simple check-ins also builds your self-awareness, and this is a foundation of personal growth. Taking your momentum and not just your perfection can literally also give you a confidence booster. The fourth thing that you have to do, you have to attach rewards to your habits or goals. For instance, if you are done studying a certain topic or chapter, you have to reward yourself. Or if you completed a big task that you thought that maybe you're not capable of completing, you still have to reward yourself, because your brain loves rewards and it also builds positive reinforcements. And again, in psychology, it also confirms that when you attach a dopamine hit to a habit or goal, you are more likely to also achieve that. So basically at the end of the day, you have to give yourself rewards. It's more like a kind gesture to yourself, which will also which will also make you feel good about yourself. So the fifth step or thing that you need to know is that just because no one around you is doing the same thing as you doesn't mean that you cannot do it. It takes courage to be different. And basically this is just advice that you should take, because at the end of the day it's just all about the mindset. Sometimes you'll be the only one waking up early, you'll be the only one like setting goals, and you'll be the only one saying no to distractions that can also make you feel lonely. But then if you look at it from another perspective, it also sets you apart from 90% of the people. Discipline is not a trend, it's a lifestyle. And when you stop needing validation from others to move forward, that's when you truly start growing as a person. At the end of the day, you don't need everyone's validation to understand your journey. You just need to be committed to the version of you that's waiting on the other side of your effort. What I'm trying to point out is that you just have to stay in your lane. even though it's going to be hard for you, just stay in your lane and be tunnel vision on your goals. So the sixth step that you need to do is to eliminate distractions and protect your focus. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked and will literally take the advice that I've given out throughout this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel because this helps the algorithm push my videos to more people like you that will literally take the advice that I said and apply it into their real life. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye.